Many of you watching this today will aspire to do an MBA at a good school like Melbourne. If you do that, the cost of your investment might be as much as $90,000. What I'm going to try and do is condense the learning of one of those courses for you all today into a 2 or 3 minute video learning. Quite a take. So what I want to talk to you about is a financial model of a professional services practice. And what you will learn in an MBA course is that essentially the finances of any business are only really dependent on two things. Those things being operational competence multiplied by marketing. In layman's terms, that's how good you are at what you do, multiplied by how good you are at telling people about how good you are at what you do. And most professional services operations aren't particularly strong in the second discipline. Often when I'm doing this, I ask people to score themselves around a boardroom table on where they think they are. And most people will tell me that in terms of finance, which covers things like profit per equity partner, cash at bank, work in progress, debtor days, things like that, they're essentially about 6 or 7. Most people sit on the fence, don't really go particularly strong, don't go particularly weak. When I ask them about how good they are at what they do, people come out like silver gorillas beating the chest, telling me how great they are at delivering in a legal or an accounting or a financial service. And most of them will score themselves 8, 9s or even 10 out of 10. If the financial model works, that suggests that the marketing score or the business development score, how good they are at telling people about how good they are at what they do, is actually only at 3 and 4. So if you invest all your hours getting better at delivering the service, whilst that's important, I really advise you to spend some time about how good you can make yourselves at getting better at telling the story about how good you are at what you do, because that's where you'll get a biggest return on your investment. Essentially, if you're the best at what you do, how come you don't all win the available work that's out there? It's a question that many people struggle with. And what I can tell you in these difficult times is that being technically gifted at what you do is no longer a guarantee of financial reward. How do I know that? Because having done this for over 10 years in professional firms, I've met some very capable practitioners who frankly struggle to make ends meet, whilst on the other hand I meet some pretty ordinary professionals who drive Ferraris. There's something else at play here rather than just being good at what you do. So think about what you do in billable hours this year will affect the profits that you take home this year. What you do in your non-billable time essentially builds your future and makes you sustainable. So sit down with all the key stakeholders in your business and think about how you're getting better at telling people about how good you are at what you do. I wish you well.